brother's going to come to the line.
That's okay.
Justin Stelly.
Safety, of course, is number one, but I know that the defense will certainly feel the absence of Baby Stelly.
Absolutely.
He repairs a little bit and gets back on the track.
So it's Justin Stelly against Optimus Grime, and Optimus Grime through first. Lead jammer, new wheeled order. There's Stelly also on the pack. These are probably in my book, two of the top 10 men's roller derby players on the planet going against each other right now.
Just trying to spin around and get those hips past.
I disagree. He says it's when it starts. I said no. I say no. There have to be points on the board for there to be a lead change.
Fish doing a little work there trying to shake up Stelly, but Stelly's just not phased in any way.
He is a world-class athlete, and he is going to go where he wants to go, and that is forward.
And as you can see, Denver's amazing defense just holding up Fish there at the back of the pack at turn number 1.
Over the apex like a horse, Justin Stelly, like he galloped over the apex, and great moves there. 4 points. That's our first full four-point pass, and he has another one before calling it off. So roof scoring path.
So track.
There was a 12-12 jam. Now 18-26. Denver remaining on top, just under 24 minutes remaining. That is a high-scoring jam for both teams because both teams scored the same amount of points. It kind of works like that sometimes.
On the inside, just so quickly.
Yeah, he is. I mean, for such a large guy, he is very fast. Very nimble.
Able to pick up speed really quickly.
You can make fun of his spin moves as much as you want. Watch anyone else of that size do it. You don't find that many that can do it.
I don't make fun of them at all.
No.
They're very lovely.
No, they are. He's very graceful.
So our 808 roller skate penalty box is so full that we cannot accommodate all of the people who have just gotten penalties.
We're going to have to take a turn.
I suspect that both of our teams here are going to try to run a little time here to get some folks out of there. Nice move there.
And they're going to need it at some point to maybe take even a timeout just to kind of figure out why. I mean, this is both teams racking up the penalties in the moment.
Optimus Grime doing a little push-up in the infield there so as not to go out of bounds.
Then does some defensive jamming on Stelly, but Stelly's not even phased.
Yeah. So we do have only one blocker remaining in the box, and this is number 2 on the Shrooms. Right, Shrooms on it for Manchester, and that was just because Shrooms couldn't report immediately, and so is now serving that penalty.
Optimus Grime moving up the middle now to the outside as Justin Stelly gets another 4 points. About a half track length behind Optimus Grime. Get out of my way. 4 points.
Yeah, like a little Optimus Grime knew that that was going to be an out-of-play call if it was. He's certainly
picking up. Right, he with 4 in Denver.
Wine-colored.
Yes.
Jersey.
See, they say I had this debate with them yesterday because I was wearing that colored shirt, and they said, "Oh, it's burgundy." I'm like, "No. I'm wearing wine and gold because I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan." And they're like, "No, that's burgundy." And maybe it's the same color. Ask Crayola. I don't know.
They're in the same family.
Yeah, something like that.
But see, they have 2 colors of burgundy on their shirt.
That's true. They do.
I would say one of them might be wine. Oh, that was a nice spin move on the inside. A little leap. A hop. And just racing around.
Talking about, Rufio through the pack picks up his first. The referees are
clothing really quickly.
Please do.
Athletic apparel for bodies, not genders. You can find them at lefttturnclothing.com.
And we have Fish going up against, that is Raging Cajun. And Fish will be heading to the 808 penalty tank.
No.
Penalty fish tank. Penalty fish tank.
Immediately, Stelly is the one with the star for Denver and in lead control of the track. Again, we have the penalty box mostly looking burgundy.
Yeah. So it is 4 points already for Stelly. Gets pushed to the inside.
also getting a notation from Bobby that this is the first jammer penalty. Did we mention that Bobby Narco is assisting us? We did, because he showed us their mustache.
But Power Jam is over. Fish does have the start in his hand. So in case you can't see it, because, you know, he's not wearing it.
He's not. And
Stelly gets another 4.
He's very good at... you have to keep it visible.
Yes.
Right? But he's very good at, like not making it obvious.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
visible, but like barely visible.
Yeah, it is visible. He did pass it off really quickly to Shrooms.
Yeah.
And
so he does.
Shrooms did pick up 3 on that pass.
Yeah, got
stats on this wonderful clipboard of his.
There we go.
Yep, there we go.
So that will give us the Raging Cage.
Gear, International Derby, and more. Pick up your print or digital copy to gain access to over a decade of archived issues. Sorry.
And here we go. Back to the action. It is Rufy. Oh, lead jammer. That is Stelly.
Right up the track.
The Raging Cajun himself. Stelly for...
is putting on the Jess.
Untouched.
Say.
Yeah. And untouched to the pack. Fish. I'm sorry, Rufy. Against Gig. Stelly moving a little far back, now moving to the outside before the whistle. Here we go with only 2 blockers out there. That has
Gig
never
trying
been
to stay
passed.
in front of Stelly there.
Yeah,
But Stelly's very bouncy.
Yeah, gets past Rosie Peacock and Don Giovanni. They held him for, you know, a couple seconds, but it happened. He got through. So now Gig past the last blocker, Hector Rivera.
Maybe Stelly, reporting to box again, I'm going to say that we might need to check out the penalty situation here as we head into halftime for a couple of these skaters. We've seen their bodies in there quite a few times.
That's what Bobby Narco's for. So
Cloud
0.
strike coming out.
Grime.
Optimus Grime heading.
Stays out there for
and calling it. High apex jump from the Mile High Club.
That's how they practice here.
Yeah.
They jump mountains. That's how Stelly is.
Anti-gravity.
That's how Stelly is so good at it.
It's just... Again, I feel like Ferguson and Stelly competing over who's made out of more elastic.
Well, no, Stelly's not elastic. Stelly is just, I don't know, awesome. Like, he's just
jumpy.
Great to watch.
Jumpy. Yes. Islam is fun. Yes. But this is Mile High City as well. Yes.
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 Whereas Peacock heads back to the penalty box, so the penalty troubles of the New Wheeled Order continue, and they are getting worse now with a track cut on Gig.
But Cotton also heading to the penalty box for Denver. That's a very notable presence on the track. Defensively, does a great job out there, hanging on to the jammer.
And Stelly is the lone jammer. He got out just as the other jammer took a seat, but big hit there by Don Giovanni.
And that will be assessed a penalty.
So but luckily for Don Giovanni, Rosie Peacock coming back out there just as Don heads to the box.
And so it looks like wait, was that illegal contact or cut? Okay, cut is what Bobby's telling me?
Yes.
McLeod headed to the box, and so we are just seeing the penalties sort of give Manchester a lot of trouble here.
And that was a problem they had in their last game, too, against Vancouver, is they started racking those up early.
Our DA champs.
Jamming for... So Rufio gets pushed to the inside. It's because I don't see any hands in the air yet.
Ginger Ninja? Did I say that right?
I think so.
The Ginger Ninja.
There you go.
I said 3, and that's not correct. There's not 3 of them. Uberlicious, Galvatron, Kim Probable, Miss Fury, Margie Ram, the other Cheshire Stats. and I'll tell you who's skating after this jam.
But it's Stelly with the star. Big Stelly, not Baby Stelly, who's still in the 808 roller skates 808 skate shot penalty box.
Gig is lead though.
Yes.
So
But barely.
Yeah, racing. I mean, it's hard to stay in front of Stelly. Just the heat.
Nope.
Denver.
For jammers, but hey, it worked for both. Sometimes it just works out that way. Stelly to the inside, lead jammer Denver.
Which is not shocking because Denver had chosen wisely to put Stelly on the line for that power start. They knew he has a good percentage. I'm not sure if it's 100, but it certainly is high for lead jammer statuses.
Look at that run by Optimus
wonderful.
Grime. Just put his foot up, gained a little bit of power, stepped into the pack, and completed the initial pass.
Just came in, and so Stelly's going to call it.
2 points, Stelly. So 2-0 on the jam, 118.65.
Really good setup for Denver there. However, no,